If you find these behaviors funny, watch this video first. Have you been encounter a person that has social and behavioral problem? They hardly speak, hardly to control their action and behaviors. But as you observe, they have such amazing abilities to a particular skills that you cannot achieve how hardly you practice, and it makes your head blow. Yes is the answer of the question inside your head. These famous people, despite of their very amazing career and popularity, they have autism. First, Isaac Newton. According to the researchers at Cambridge University, Isaac Newton had Asperger's syndrome or something else on the spectrum. The researcher who also argued that Albert Einstein was autistic mentioned in their article evidence that Newton isolated himself as much as possible and was notoriously awkward when it came to typical daily conversation. He was not good at keeping friends and relied strongly upon routines. Lastly, there are a number of reports that suggest that he was often so focused on his work, and he went for days at a time without eating or sleeping. Second, Bobby Fischer, the chess grandmaster and world chess champion, have Asperger's syndrome, in addition to paranoid, schizophrenia, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Fischer was known to be extremely intense and did not relate well to others. His extreme focus on chess is another sign. Third, Lewis Carroll, the author of the children's classic Alice in Wonderland. Carroll lived in different time and place, with far different customs than what we are used to today. He was also known to be a poor communicator. His difficulty with communication was exacerbated by a severe stammer. Fourth, Albert Einstein, perhaps the most famous scientist and mathematician in history. Albert had a number of interesting and possibility-telling characteristics. For one, he had trouble socializing, especially as an adult. As a child, he experienced severe speech delays and later echolalia, or the habit of repeating sentences to himself. And of course, there is the fact that Einstein was incredibly technical. Such characteristics have led many experts to conclude that he appeared somewhere on the autism spectrum. Fifth, Steve Jobs. And those who associate Steve Jobs with autism admit that it's pure speculation, but they are also quick to point out that speculation has grown more and more mainstream since the Apple genius death in 2011. Those who believe Jobs landed somewhere on the spectrum cite such behavioral quirks as his obsession with perfection, his unorthodox ways of thinking, and his general lack of empathy with dealing with others. It is not obvious that they have this kind of disorder. because some of them don't have problem with language. In fact, they tend to score average or above average range on intelligence tests. But they have social problems and a narrow scope of interest. And those who have obvious behavior of autism are often experience discrimination. That is why, if you are someone doesn't have autism, say thank you for being born without this disorder. And you're not experiencing what they are experiencing. I am here to say those are not funny. Because you don't know what you are laughing at is what would bring you down in the future. Hey, let us treat everyone equal. Love them from who they are, not just from what they are. They are also have feelings. They are also precious.
So happy.
They are also important. They are not different. They are also human.
Hi. Julian, I love you.
Love you too.
What if it's too hard?
I'm gonna push through.
What if it's too tough?
I'm gonna push through.
I get strong.
You have been accepted to Kutztown University.
But it feels like